Hello, I'm Mark Hall Patton. I want to welcome you to the Clark County Museum. Today I want to talk about our newest exhibit. This is Art and Artists of Southern Nevada, selections from the museum collection. Now, we're not an art museum. As you well know, we're a history museum, a natural history museum. We have 30 acres, 20 restored buildings, walking trails, nature areas and that. But as you go through the buildings, as you walk around the grounds, many times you might not notice that there is a lot of art in the museum collections. And over the last 50 years, a lot of pieces have come into the collections. So we wanted to take a look at that part of our collections, focus on some pieces that perhaps you may have seen in the past, but not really noticed. We pulled them out into a very specialized exhibit this time and are showing them for the next 6 months so that you can see some of the actual artworks that are in the museum collection. And I'm going to ask my curator of exhibits, Malcolm Vuksich, who created this exhibit, who did all the research on all these pieces and put together this exhibit, to walk you through it and tell you a little bit about the exhibit here.
We have over 200 pieces of art in the exhibit, in the collections completely. Everything from sculpture to quilts to fine arts. This one is interesting. This is, we don't know who created this watercolor. Portrait of B. and Ballard Barron. Ballard Barron was the casino manager at the old Hotel Last Frontier, and B. Barron was a singer at the Gay 90s bar at the old Last Frontier Hotel. This was given to them, we think, when the property was sold. We can see that was cut down from a larger piece because in the right top corner, the word Las Vegas and the complete date has been chopped off. We also think it might have been a full-size portrait at the time. We have several Cliff Sigerbloom watercolors in our collection, and he's probably best known as a watercolor artist, but this is a very nice acrylic on canvas board representing transition, but also a lot of self-confidence and a lot of isolation and self-reliance. So even though it talks a little bit, he presents an image of isolation, there's also quite a bit of permanence displayed in this collection, in this work. Aviation art is one specialty that is one of the art specialties, and this piece by Blake Morrison hung at Nellis Air Force Base in the Officers Club down there. It represents Major General Kelly, who was the Tactical Fighter Weapons Center boss at Nellis Air Force Base in '79. The aircraft on the empennage, you can see the orange and black, the yellow and black checkerboard, that's a designation of Nellis. It came with us with the little chip up in the upper left clouds. We think that the officers can sometimes get a little bit rowdy at the club, so. Okay, in 1959, when the museum was 1 year old, Donna Paulson came down with the Nevada Watercolor Society to paint this image. The autumn field trip of the Watercolor Society came to the Water Street Museum, and we had a small collection of Indian dolls that Donna Paulson was inspired by to create this very small watercolor painting. The Nevada Watercolor Society celebrated their 50th anniversary this year, and we've had this in our collection since 1969. The Las Vegas train station downtown. But Mary Shaw was a very popular artist and a longtime teacher. She also, this is interesting because it shows her conservation of materials. If we flip this painting over, we'll see a seascape on the back of it. But it's the Las Vegas train station is more representative of what we're trying to show in this exhibit.
So as you can see, there's quite a bit to see in the exhibit. It'll be on display through February of next year. Be sure to come out and see it. Remember, it is hard to find us open. We are only open 7 days a week, 9 to 4:30. It is $2, so come on out and see us.